Few weeks back, I went to Jawahar Kala Kendra, a place full of creativity and nostalgia. Designed by the very famous Charles Correa, Jawahar Kala Kendra is built with a distinct architectural vocabulary. Inspired by the original city plan of Jaipur, the building comprises of 9 square blocks depicting the 9 planets or the Navgraha, and each square is marked with the respective astronomical symbol of each planet. As an architecture student, JKK was a significant place for us budding architects. Everyone would talk about the architectural beauty of this building, how it was an amalgamation of architecture, culture, and historical background of the city, how it was an epitome of architectural simplicity and poetry. But for me, this place was my introduction to imagination and inspiration. I first came here as a young school kid. One winter morning, some of us school kids were asked to participate in an essay writing competition whose topic I can't remember. All I remember is this open air theatre. I somehow remember that moment vividly. That experience changed my outlook towards visualizing a space. JKK was probably one of my first impressions of architecture. Everything around was poetic, artistic, distinct. It made me realize how a normal space could feel so different. And since that day, I have come here numerous times, mostly during my college days, and every time I have felt my fondness for this place grow. The OAT was occupied with people rehearsing for a play on the Ramayana. Actors were trying to recreate the court of Ravan, and the guy enacting Ravan was trying to imitate and replicate his strong demeanor. Personally, I find the art of acting very fascinating. It is interesting to see how the actor portrays a real or fictional personality, interpreting the person in his own language and creating his own version. I often wonder if the portrayal leaves a mark on them, especially when they are involved with an intense character. Or do they simply outgrow the personality with time? We later moved ahead towards the exhibition halls, where a photography exhibition was being displayed. People had put up their photographs on varied subjects, and some of the pictures were quite remarkable. For me, though, every photograph was a representation of the photographer. What was he trying to picture here? Why was this image important to him? Just like art, every image is perhaps a reflection of the person who clicked it. Looking at those photographs, I thought about the multiple moments that had been frozen in time. In this fast decaying world, nothing stays permanent. And yet, a photograph can stick around for a long time. And with the expanding digitalization and social media engagement, content has become permanent. I often think about my moments that will stay out there even after I am gone. The world will see me for my media without actually knowing me well. They will have perceptions of me, They will interpret me in their own language, just like we did with the sketches we found in the ancient caves. And the thought sometimes scares me. When I think about it, I feel a surge of responsibility and accountability towards my content. I should be more conscious and cautious about what I am putting out there. But then I also don't want to curb my freedom of expression or restrict the spontaneity of thought. In the end, I just hope I can remain true to my content, being responsible and intriguing at the same time. Since I was here, there was one more place on my list. This building also has a cafe inside the premise, which is a cute, cozy corner reflecting the JKK vibe. I prefer sitting outside, looking at the giant painting of Krishna deteriorating with time. Dilapidated and ignored, it still had an enchanting charm to it. We simply sat there, enjoying our food, watching the sun go down. And finally, as a perfect end to an eventful day, we went to the Handicraft Bazaar exhibition. JKK hosts frequent art and craft bazaars where small merchants from all over India come and display their products. These art fairs or bazaars are organized to promote local art and crafts and are a great place to shop diverse artistic and handcrafted objects. I ended up buying these cute planters. I just couldn't resist myself. I'm sure I will revisit JKK sometime. The poetic serenity of this place brings me here again and again. But until then, hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for sharing your time with me.